We got some spicy patch notes for you straight from the pre-patch podcast. Enjoy.
Minecraft Legends, right?
Yeah, it released on I believe Monday or
On
Tuesday. I can't remember which one.
Game Pass and everything too, right?
Yeah, on Xbox Game Pass. I believe it's on PlayStation as well, if I'm not mistaken. So
That
yeah.
that chick on the left looks kind of sus.
she's she's got four eyes. Yeah, it's so Minecraft Legends. I've had my eye on it for about 5 or 6 months. I think I first heard about it on the Xbox Games showcase, if I remember correctly. I When we saw it on the showcase, I originally thought it was going to be like an RPG almost, and you can skip ahead a little bit towards the actual gameplay.
I had
I
no
only
idea
did
what this
like
game was going to be, honestly.
yeah, well, nobody did. That's the thing is like that's what I was about to get at is like a lot of people were like, oh, it's going to be like a
Like
Skyrim
I thought it was going to be like an open world,
RPG, like an
Minecraft
open world
Dungeons.
RPG. Yeah. And a lot of people were like, it's going to be something like that, or it's going to be, like a tower defense game or something. A lot of people were just like, what the hell is this game supposed to be? And nobody knew. And Mojang, and what I have something to ask you guys. Do you guys call it Mojang or Mojang?
It's
Mojang.
Mojang.
It's always been
Is
I
it?
Mojang
call
to
it
me.
Mojang.
Okay, so
Jesus.
Sid
Whatever.
calls it Mojang because he's a hipster. What
Yeah,
I think it's
Much.
Mojang. I have always called it Mojang.
it's Mojang. I don't care.
It's weird. Anyways, I'm
GIF,
sorry.
It's
I got off.
Mahjong.
Yeah,
gyro,
GIF,
gyro,
exactly. So
whatever.
a lot of people were in the same kind of boat where it was like, what the fuck is this game? Like, I don't know what it is. It
I
is
thought this
not.
was
It
going to
is
be
none of that.
their, you know what? I really thought this was going to be like their rebuttal to Hightail, is what I
Yeah,
thought it was going to be.
and that was again like a lot of people were thinking like it was going to be like an RPG, like an action RPG or
Yeah.
something along those lines. It's not. It's an RTS.
Yeah.
It's like an
Out of
action
nowhere.
RTS. An action RTS tower defense game like builder,
It's such an
right?
interesting thing because like
It's a
marketed
very
towards kids
yeah.
still,
It's a
know?
very strange like
So
combination, right? And like when I first opened it, I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. It's like baby's first RTS.
yeah, essentially.
But it actually is surprisingly like when it comes down to like an RTS game, it does a decent job with it. Like I was actually really impressed because like when you come from Minecraft Dungeons, when we played Minecraft Dungeons, I didn't like Minecraft Dungeons personally. I felt like it was okay. It was a good game, but it was definitely
It was
baby's first
lacking.
action
Yeah.
RPG, and it was
Yeah.
very lacking in a lot of content, right?
Oh
This
yeah.
one, I think, kind of still holds that same aspect to it. Like, it's a competent RTS,
Like
but
you're only going to be able to get so much out of it.
it's
Like,
still lacking a lot of content.
yeah.
Yeah. From what I've seen and from what I've played so far, like you really don't have a lot of a lot of like meat on the bone, right? Like you get like the base level I first couple of missions, and then pretty much once you've done those first couple missions, it just becomes an RTS game that you like the old StarCraft games. Like the only thing with the StarCraft games is that it had like a competitor, a very very in depth, I like single player storyline to it. Right. Granted, it's Blizzard. They're known for their storylines, but like this one doesn't seem to have like a huge storyline. It's very very pointed. Like you get into the action, you get done with it all very quickly, and then it's just a rinse repeat essentially. But I think they still hold very true to what Minecraft has, where it's like the world is fully randomly generated. So every time that you load into a new world, the world is randomly generated, and the placements of the piglin outposts is randomly generated, right?
Mm.
But essentially, again, you're essentially doing the exact same thing over and over again. You get dropped into a world, you have to go and take care of these piglin outposts. Every night, the piglins attack your outposts, so you have to build defenses around your base. You have to build defenses around these villagers' bases as well, and you have to defend those bases too. And in doing so, you have to like summon these little dudes that are behind me, right?
I was
You
just gonna
have
ask, like, what
several
are
different
those?
versions.
That's what I
Yeah,
was
so
gonna ask. Yeah.
these are like your little like helpers. You basically essentially take these guys in. They do all the combat for you. So when you go to attack the piglin bases, you have to spawn these guys in, and then you basically go into like this RTS mode where you're up above, and you can kind of tell them where to go and what to attack, what to focus on, where to charge, et cetera, et cetera.
Is this like some sort of
So
tower defense mode too right now?
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like this is like the defense style where you have to build
Looks like
like
kind of like a
structures
Tribes of
around.
Midgard-ish, like
Ki- Not
like what it
not
started out
really,
as.
but yeah, not really, but like in some instances, right? Like again, I took it to an extent. Like they just wanted me to put down towers, and I
Yeah,
started building walls. But yeah, like the full game, you can just build whatever the fuck you want to around these villages, and then you can upgrade the villages, from what I understand, to have like I it allows you to gather like iron ore and diamonds and everything like that, and that allows you to upgrade your minions. It allows you to upgrade your equipments.
just
So
build a
it's
wall on
just
top
a
of a tree.
yeah, pretty yeah,
It's
pre-built
like
wall, man. It's
not
wood.
my job kind of thing. Just build around
So
it.
yeah, that was the biggest thing that a lot of people had an issue with, though, was like nobody knew what the fuck it was, and
Yeah,
Mojang was like not really forthright with like what they were planning it being. They were just kind of like it almost reminded me of No Man's Sky, where they were like, "Well, isn't it an RTS game? Yeah.
yeah.
Is it a
I
tower
really
defense? Yeah."
yeah, I really think Mojang is pulling like a riot. You know, they're trying to come out
They
with
are,
like
man.
every genre of game, but more
Well, and
marketed towards kids. It's like
yeah, that's
Riot,
what I
but
was
like
about to say.
marketed towards kids.
I don't necessarily dislike it, because like I'm an uncle. I've
Yeah,
got my little nephew. He's 9, almost 10. And he's been wanting me to play Minecraft Dungeons, and I'm like, man, I wish this kid was old enough to be able to play Diablo, because I would much rather play
yeah.
Diablo. But that's exactly what these are. Is they're like the entry level into like RTS games.
Yeah.
So
So I
like
mean, you can't hate on it.
I
I
can tell
mean,
my nephew to be like, okay, you're gonna play this. Next, we're gonna play StarCraft, right?
yeah, yeah. That's what
So
I was
That's
gonna
a
go
big
into. Like,
jump.
it's kind of.
it is, but that's what I'm saying is like again, it's baby's first step.
Yeah.
You can kind of build forward on it.
All
Like
right, play
he
10
he
minutes
likes
of
yeah.
this, and then all right, let's go play StarCraft. The
Play
real,
15 minutes of this. We're gonna
yeah,
load the real fucking RTSs up. Let's go, kid. Get your big boy pants on.
yeah,
I mean, what I will say about Mojang and what they do and these types of games, right? Like they still, even though they're they are limited in scope, and like Minecraft Dungeons, they didn't
Yeah,
really, it wasn't super fleshed out. It's still what they did and how they
it was
accomplished it.
impressive.
They still
yeah.
did a very good job. Like it's polished, it feels good. Like watching this, I'm like, oh, this is something you could jump into and play, and it's perfect for the Game Pass. Would I spend, I think it's $40 on it outright? No.
I definitely wouldn't spend the money on
You
it
know,
for full price. At least
Was it?
not right now.
Did you get this on
Go
Game Pass?
I did get this on the Game Pass. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah,
So
I
I would definitely not spend the full price for it. But like when it comes down to like the other thing I'm impressed with Mojang is that like Minecraft Dungeons, if we went back to it today, it's nowhere near what it was when we first played it. They've done a lot of updates to it, from
that's I've heard.
what I understand, and
I
it's
heard they
actually
also
been fleshed
they
out fairly
opened up
decently.
modding to that too. Like that's what I don't know if
I'm
that's
not
still
entirely sure
true.
about that, but
I thought
it
I
wouldn't
thought somebody
surprise
said
me.
they
That
opened
would
up
be
modding.
yeah, impressive.
Considering the amount of modding support that they have in Minecraft, that would not surprise me one bit.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm all for it, man. I think they continue to do this kind of
it's
stuff.
honestly like it's a competent RTS. It does the base level of what an RTS is well. You build your base up, you build your units up, you attack shit. That's
right.
what an RTS is, you know?
Yeah. Is
So
it
they,
multiplayer or is
I
it
think
single player?
it is multiplayer. Yes, it is
Oh, nice.
multiplayer. It's PvP, I believe. It's like
Oh
the old
wow,
StarCraft stuff where you go against each other essentially. And
that could
from
be
what
kind
I've
of fun.
seen, I watched a couple of content creators, a couple of Minecrafters play this. It was like 4 versus 4, if I remember correctly. I think that's the max people that you can have on a PvP. And it looked like it was extremely fun. Like one person was out collecting and base building, while 2 other people were out, going out and destroying piglin villages to get the emerald from the piglin villages. And then you had just one dude that was being that dude, running into the other bases and fucking up the other bases every once in a while.
Well, that's
So
I think it's cool. I will have to download
it's a
this and
good
give it a
game,
shot.
man. Like legitimately, I would actually really like to play it co-op with some guys, because I think that you can play the just the base game, like the co-op, or not the co-op, the storyline. I think you can play the storyline co-op as well.
Wow. Yeah, I'll have to
So
I'll have to download it and give it a shot. That's cool.
They did a really good job with it. I'm very surprised with it. It's the only complaints that I have about it would be I don't like how far spread out everything is, because like my original video that I uploaded was like an hour and I only got like 3 piglin villages done, right? So like the amount of movement that you have to take to get from one piglin village to the other is insane. And
Right.
you can as you're running, you'll run into these little patches of grass that make you go faster, but you constantly have to be looking for those patches of grass to keep that buff up, and that's annoying.
Well,
And then
I was gonna say that this game though it did give me a slight PTSD when I was watching your video. The first thing I heard like out of the gate or whatever was, "Hurry, this settlement needs your help." And I'm like,
yes,
"Oh God,
yep,
oh Preston,
yep,
Preston still
yep,
haunts me to this day."
100%. She'll be like, hurry, hurry, the settlement needs your help. The villages are dying, and it's like, Preston, leave me the fuck alone. I got to build
Right.
my settlement, bro. Like, come on, man. Yeah,
Just
no,
Fallout things
100%.
for anyone
So,
who doesn't
so
know.
that's another one that's kind of annoying. And then
Yeah.
their menus, and like when you go up in like the RTS mode, which I think you have to hold control for, the and I don't know if this was just the settings that I had, because I tried messing with the mouse sensitivity a little bit, but it is extremely sensitive. Like you
Mm.
can barely move your mouse and you just go flying. So I think they've got a couple of issues. I think it was built more to be
Probably
a
controller.
controller.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a controller, or even like a Steam Deck purchase of some sort, like a
Oh
Steam Deck
yeah.
Play. But yeah, it's competent. It's a decent RTS. I was pleasantly surprised with it. I definitely want to play it a little bit more, and
Cool.
it's on Game Pass, so you
There you go.
really don't have any anything to worry about it.
Nice. Well, there you go. That is Minecraft Legends, everybody.
I hope you enjoyed this small selection from the Pre-Patch podcast. And if you want to catch us live, we do this every Thursday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, both on YouTube and Twitch. So don't forget to like and subscribe. We are also available to listen to at anchor.fm/Pre-Patch podcast, or wherever podcasts are listened to. Much love.